Hi guys, Mike here from the garden. I'm in my garden clothes still. I just thought I'd knock a video out as soon as I've come in from work. One, so that you can recognise me, and two, because it's fresh in my mind at the moment. So I'm going to do Tai Chi classes for you. Qigong as well. So Tai Chi, you might have seen in the past, people moving very gently, very slowly. Yeah, and very relaxed. Yeah, very sort of, it's like a moving meditation you could call Tai Chi. Now Qigong is breath energy work, and the two things cross over quite a bit. They do go hand in hand. They certainly do the way I do them. So what I'm going to start focusing on with these videos is building a bit of a Qigong form. We'll probably build up a series of moves and then look at Tai Chi, so you've got like a bit of a Qigong form that you can do in your own time as you see fit. So I've got a chair here because we'll need a chair at the end of the video, because we're going to do a meditation every time at the end of the video. Okay, so if you'd like to perhaps pause the video and go and get a chair, or grab a chair if there's one nearby, and just put it nearby so it's to hand for the end of the session. So I'm going to put this out the way now. Okay, so Qigong basically means, I don't know if I said at the start, it basically means breath energy work. Yeah. So Qi is kind of translates as universal energy. So that's that comes from breathing in. Health, I suppose, because of the way you're doing it, because you're getting your body aligned and pumping energy meridians and getting your internal energy moving. If you ever have any queries about any of this, please ask me. So I'm going to have to go quite fast to fit this into one video, so I can't talk at length about anything really. So if you stand feet shoulder width apart, make sure your toes are pointed in just a tiny amount from your natural stance. So if I'm stood like that, my feet are pointing out, I'm just going to turn my feet so they're pointing straight forward. Maybe it's a tiny little bit in, but not a lot. You don't want to be knock-kneed. Yeah, you want to be in a good stance. And a good way to get a good stance is just jump up and land. And you find your perfect Qigong stance just by doing that. Okay? Right, so first movement is called pumping the water well. I might not know the names for every movement that we go through. I'll probably just make them up anyway, because some of the postures and movements that I'll be going over are ones that I've come up with myself. So anyway, pumping the water well. So to learn it, first of all, just relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax your knees very slightly. Just unlock them so you're not stood bolt upright like a soldier. Okay, and then your hips, just about that much, just push them forward a tiny amount. And you should, perhaps, I certainly do, you should feel your weight shift. So that you're now very solidly putting all of your weight onto all of your foot, just by moving your hips that little inch and relaxing your body. Okay, so from this position, hands on your thighs at the front, and all I want you to do, you see how floppy that hand is? Yeah? Pretend your hand's dead, yeah, or it's asleep. Okay? And we're going to lift them up like that. Yeah, so we're actually lifting up by the wrists. Okay, so now we're ready. If you follow with me, so hands on the front of your thighs and just lift the wrists up very gently until they're about chest height. And you want your arms to be very relaxed, entirely relaxed. Okay, so if you look at me from sideways on, yeah, so there's me stood upright, there's my knees slightly relaxed, there's my hips just pushed forward a bit. And there's that posture, the top of the posture. And see how my arms are bent and very relaxed. From here I can do anything. Yeah, I can go anywhere, I can move. If I've got straight arms, it's not very good. Your biceps tight, the inside of your arm here, if you do that. So your energy's not flowing. If you do anything that causes stress in your body doing Tai Chi and Qigong, generally, then you're stopping this flow of energy through your body, which is what we're trying to kick off and experience. Okay, so don't forget, when we bring that up, it's really relaxed. Everything should always feel relaxed. Should feel like your body's kind of hanging off your bones. Yeah? Okay. So, I'll get back in position facing you, and we'll do a few of them together, maybe it's about 10, so follow me. Okay, so that's the top position, and we're going down, this reverses. So remember, we're focusing on the wrists, so what I want to do is start pushing the wrists down, lifting the hands up, and then still very, very relaxed, bring them back down to my thighs. Okay, and then the same back up again. About chest height, turn the hands, and then bring them back down, focusing on the wrists. And feel as relaxed as you can, your whole body, your arms, everything. Yeah, won't be completely and utterly relaxed. We'll just do about 5, that's about 4, isn't it? So we'll do one more. There's a bit more to learn about this yet. You'll have got the movement of the arms. Okay. Right. So can you kind of see why that's called pumping the water well? Have you ever seen one of them old water wells? Well, probably more like that. Yeah. That they used to use in Japanese gardens and things. If you've never seen one of them, another good thing to think of for doing the exercise is pushing a railway cart. Remember in the Wild West films, cowboy films, when they were got them manual carts where you get a man stood either side and they pump it. Yeah, you see that motion now? Right, good stuff. So you've now got it in your mind's eye, kind of what that movement involves. So, to add to that, what we'll do first, we'll add the breath to it first, okay? So what we want to do, and what we always are doing, pretty much in Qigong and Tai Chi, is making the movement follow the breath. So that first movement, that's your in-breath. So your in-breath stops when your hand stops. Then you hold it for a sec while the hand turns up, and then you breathe out as the hands come down. Okay? So shall we try that? And what I want you to do is breathe through your nose, so that enhances the relaxation that we're working on with this at the moment. And we'll look at breath a bit in the future, but not tonight. Okay, so this exercise again, we'll do about 5 with the breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, and it's the in breath is for the up movement, out breath for the down movement. Okay, so with me, we'll do about 5. Lock the breath there, I'm not breathing at all, and then breathing out, and then breathing in. Very relaxed. Breathe out. And in. Is that 3? 2 more. Last one. So if anyone's ever seen The Karate Kid, that's painting the fence. Yeah? And he's painting the fence. He has to use both hands and make that motion. That's exactly what that is. Okay? I want to add one more thing to that. So we've now got the movement and the breath, but what we actually want to be doing, because this is the start of the Qigong exercise, what we're trying to do is connect with the earth's energy. So that's kind of getting the feeling for your connection with the ground, which is essentially focusing on your balance. Yeah. So to get that, and actually what we call drawing the earth's energy up into the body, we actually want to get the spine pumping up and down with that movement. So you're pumping that energy up and down. Okay, so as you bend down a bit like that, you actually open an energy point, an acupressure point on your feet that draws energy up through the energy meridians to the base of your spine. And then by coming back up, that starts pushing that around the energy meridians in your body. Basically the Chinese have come up with a medicine system where you've got lines of energy running through your body, and it's all mapped out. You can see them all. We'll not go too far into that tonight. Okay, so with this movement, as you're drawing your hands up and breathing in, what I want you to do is just sink down a little bit. It's only a couple of inches, yeah? Watch. If I hold my hand, so that's on my hips. Yeah, that's how much I'm sinking. Not much at all. I'm not doing squats. I'm just relaxing the knees a little bit more. Yeah, keeping my spine straight, so it's going straight up and straight down. Okay? And we're actually kind of, by pushing the legs up and down like that, we're pumping energy through the legs into the start of the energy system at the base of the spine. Okay, so bringing that all together, as I bring the hands up, I sink down a little bit, I'm holding the breath, and then as I breathe out, I'm breathing extra loud so you can hear. You just need to breathe kind of normally. You don't have to make noise or sound kung fu. So it feels a bit, as you do that up motion, it feels like you're pushing on something which is making you sink down a little bit in your stance. Yeah? And then as you start going down, it feels like you're pushing down on something, so that lifts you out of your stance. Okay? So that's the total exercise for tonight. We'll do a few of them together, okay? So that's going up and down and breathing in and out with the motion, as we've learned. So is everyone ready? We'll all do that together for 5 to 10. I'll see how it feels. Okay, we're ready. Hands on the front of your thighs. And in breath. Holding it, out breath. In breath and sink down. Holding it, out breath and rise up. Okay, just keep doing that with me. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in, sink, hold, breathe out, rise. Okay, I think you should have it now. So we're just doing it together. About 5 more. Two more. That's brilliant. So what we're doing with Qigong is we're kind of teaching ourselves to breathe with our entire body. Yeah, that's what I've kind of noticed as I'm doing that exercise there. So you're linking up your breath to a movement where you're sinking, rising up your arms, and then you're using your arms, rising back up and breathing out with your breath. Obviously you're breathing out with your breath. You're breathing out an out breath. Yeah, and you're pumping that energy up and down just by that little movement of the legs. And you're basically using every bit of your body on that one breath. So you're learning to synchronize your breath to your movement, and that creates a state of relaxation in any exercise that you're doing. If you take on board what I'm saying through these exercises, yeah, it'll reduce stress because you now know how to chill yourself out, how to relax a bit if you want to, okay, and it increases your health because you're pushing energy through these energy meridians, and because you're involving the breath and taking big long deep breaths with it, you're putting a lot of oxygen into your blood, which is then flushing around these energy meridians and pushing oxygen right through the body. So you kind of are breathing in health, and you're breathing out negativity, negative feelings, bad feelings, because you're relaxing, you're letting them feelings go on the out breath. So on the in breath, you're breathing in health and energy. You see there, I actually like to hold that a little bit longer, and I hold that breath in my stomach, and then as I release it and breathe out, I really feel everything relaxing and shooting down through my heels back out into the ground. Okay, so if you stand with your arms down by your sides, completely relax your whole body, close your eyes, and just have a look at how you're feeling inside your body. How are you feeling? Yeah, can you feel your arms feel really relaxed? I can feel sort of blood and heat and energy running into my fingers now that I've relaxed my arms and stopped moving them. So that just shows that movement is pumping energy up through your body, and it's come right up and down my arms. So as I'm relaxing, it's making my fingers tingle. Yeah, so just take a second and look. With your eyes shut, look inside, see what you feel. Okay, can you see a difference? Can you actually feel like you've tuned into yourself a bit? I hope so. The more and more exercises that you do, and the longer a routine that you do, the more you feel it. So realistically, what you want to be able to do is do a Tai Chi or Qigong workout and take it until you feel like you've worked everything out of your body. Yeah, all of the tensions, everything that's sort of make me feel negative in any way, you know. Okay, so if you want to grab your chairs, we'll do a meditation to end the session. That's brilliant. So, if you sit down on your chair, normal, as though you're just sitting on a chair, and what I want you to do is push your bum forward a few inches, okay, and then bring your back off the chair, but sit up straight, okay. Now, get your feet so that they're flat on the floor, hopefully so your legs are going straight down and your thighs are flat. And now what I want you to do is just bring your fingers over your knees and kind of lock onto your knees with your fingers, and then just rock back a little bit so that your back straightens up, so your spine straightens up, and you can just feel this starting to pull a little bit here and in the shoulders, but still relaxed. The only thing that's holding you are your fingers on your knees, yeah? You're not tense in any way, you're just using that to lock yourself into this position. Okay, so has everyone got that? This is actually a yoga pose called the God pose. Okay, so we're going to do a meditation. First of all, what I want to talk about is breathing. So when we're breathing, we want to be breathing right into the pit of the stomach. Yeah, it helps you get more oxygen into your lungs, so you get to relax more. You breathe in more energy because you get more oxygen into your lungs, and then as you breathe all that out and relax, you relax even more. Yeah, so you've pushed all that tension out by getting the maximum breath in, and you're actually letting go of it as you're breathing out. I hope that makes a bit of sense. I don't really have time to talk too deeply about things like that. So what we're going to do is close our eyes and breathe into that pit of the stomach, just through the nose. Big, long, deep breath, very gentle. Hold it a little bit when you finish breathing in, and then just let it out. Very long and gentle breath as well, through the nose. Now what I will say is, this is going to be the format for all of these sessions. At the end we're going to do a little meditation like this, and we'll do various things for the meditation. But this is me saying goodbye now, because at the end of the meditation you might want to carry on doing the meditation for longer than I've done on the video. So if I said, right, thank you very much, night night, at the end of the meditation, it would bring you out of it, wouldn't it? Okay? So, remember your position. Hopefully you've held it while I've been talking, but you might not have. So that's hands over the knees. Just let your head rock back a bit. Make sure your spine feels like it's straight and you're not resting against the back of the chair, you're actually a little bit off it. Okay, so if you like to close your eyes, and big, long, deep, gentle breaths into the stomach. I'll do one so you can hear it. And I'm holding it. Then I'm letting it out. So you've just got to feel what's right for you and let your breath take control. You're not copying off me, you're not copying off anyone else. You're breathing what feels the most like a relaxed breath, but still taking in as much air, oxygen as you can. Okay, so let's close our eyes and start that. I'll sit with you for a couple of minutes and then I'll silently turn off the video, and then if you want to carry on you can. Just sit until you feel like, well, until you come out of it basically. It's like having a nap but being awake at the same time. Okay, so don't forget, breathing right into the pit of your stomach. Long gentle breaths. Here we go, we'll all meditate together now.